Hey guys, what's up? It's Charlie here, and today we're going to be looking at 10 crazy coincidences caught on camera. Have you ever had a coincidence that happens in your life which made you stop and think, is this real life? Well, if not, these people definitely have. These coincidences seem too good to be true, but here they are caught on camera. But before we take a look, why not subscribe and press the notification bell too? Coming in at number 10, we have blind luck. So we all know that 4-leaf clovers are very lucky to find, but they're also very hard to find. In fact, the odds are about 1 in 10 million to find one of these things. So if you have eyesight, it's hard to find. But what about if you have no eyesight? Well, that's what's so amazing about this boy. The reason why he's got very milky blue eyes is because he's actually blind. But amazingly, despite him being blind, he found a 4-leaf clover. And yes, it was all by himself, nobody was helping him out. What are the odds of being blind and finding a 4-leaf clover? This kid should play the lottery as he seems super lucky. I'd say it's pure skill and dedication, but who knows. One thing's for sure, he looks very happy with this find. And he may have the most amazing eyes I've ever seen. Next up is restaurant. So when you have a restaurant, one of the worst things that could happen is your lights going off. It would make it look like the place is closed and probably mean no one will go there. Well, luckily this restaurant's lights went out a bit. However, the a bit part is crucial as it was saved by its own lights. As you can see, the place is called the Dolores restaurant. The Dolo part of Dolores and the rest part of restaurant went out. But luckily the rest part of Dolores was still lit up. Put that together with Turant and you get restaurant. So at least people could still tell what it is. I mean, if I saw restaurant, I would just assume it's a restaurant, which is what it is. This restaurant was definitely saved, and I'm sure a few more customers went in there thanks to this. If it was the other way around, it would have said Dolores, which I guess would work too for any customers called Dolores. Next up is triple rainbow. So have you ever seen a double rainbow?
It's a double rainbow all the way.
It's pretty amazing and incredibly rare to see a double rainbow. Well, that is why this man was blown away when he saw a triple rainbow. That's right, 3 rainbows all in the same spot at the same time. I'm not sure how many leprechauns are hanging around this area. Who knows, maybe there's a pot of gold, silver, and bronze. But seriously, what's the meaning of this triple rainbow and how does one appear? I have no idea, but if I ever see one, I'm gonna try and track down the source. I mean, there has to be some meaning behind this. Next up is bad luck. So do you think you're unlucky? Well, I guarantee you're not as unlucky as this person. This person is so unlucky they came close to being lucky. You may not understand what I mean, but check it out. They picked the lottery numbers 2, 7, 15, 23, and 27. And that is why they were devastated when they saw the drawings were 3, 6, 16, 24, and 28. As you can see, if he'd increased his number by 1 each time, he would have won the jackpot. I guess it's time for him to quit playing the lottery and for him to start saving money. Seriously, that is just too harsh. If this happened to me, I would freak out. Have you guys ever had anything this unlucky happen to you? If so, I'm sorry. Next up is robber. So we all know that on the news they report crimes, and sometimes they even include a police sketch to help you track down the suspect. Well, that is exactly what happened one day on this news station. The news anchor was reading out a story about a robber and then they included a police sketch. But as you can see, the police sketch looks incredibly similar to the news anchor. I mean, the news anchor doesn't exactly have a very unique look, but even so he seems very similar to the robber. Too similar almost. The eyebrows, moustache, and even haircut are the same, and they even seem to be saying the same words. Even the guy's ears are the same, and ears are one of the ways that cops track down suspects. Who knows, maybe this news anchor really did commit the robbery and he's now reporting on it. I'm assuming he's not the robber though, which makes this very funny. But if he is, imagine the balls this guy has to report the robbery on his own news show. Next up is quadding. So we've all heard of the concept of twinning. It's where 2 people wear the same outfit in the same place. Usually this is people who know each other and are going to an event. But have you ever seen another stranger wearing the exact same outfit as you on the road? It's pretty weird and funny. Well, I think this guy's photo trumps all of that. He saw 4 strangers, including him, wearing the exact same outfit. I have to say, I've never seen so many mimes in the same place. But seriously, can you believe 4 people in the exact same place were wearing the exact same outfit? It would be one thing if they were all friends, but these guys didn't even know each other. Wherever this was taken, this must be a very popular shirt. Next up is Ken doll. So one day it was a guy's daughter's birthday. They had the whole family around to their house to celebrate. The daughter was unwrapping some gifts and got a Ken doll. This Ken doll to be exact, wearing khaki green shorts and a floral shirt. Well, the weird thing is the daughter's uncle was wearing the exact same outfit as the Ken doll. He wasn't the one who bought the Ken doll, nor had he planned this. It was a pure crazy coincidence. It really says something about your fashion taste if you're wearing the same thing a Ken doll is. Who knows, maybe this uncle's name was Ken. Let's just hope the Ken doll wasn't wearing socks and loafers though. I think even Ken dolls would dress better than that. Next up is lightning strike. So we've all seen lightning on video before. That is because a video is made up of pictures being taken every millisecond. But we hardly ever see lightning captured on a camera. That is because camera shutters are way too slow, so you'd never be able to catch lightning usually. Well, one day somebody caught an amazing image. As they pressed the camera button on their phone, lightning struck. Amazingly, the lightning happened right after the camera started taking the picture. This meant that half the image was lit up by lightning and the other half was still dark. This seriously looks like some kind of portal or maybe Photoshop. The difference literally is night and day. The reason why this happened is because cell phones use what is called a rolling shutter. This is where the camera scans across a scene instead of capturing it all at once. That is why there's this wonky wave in the middle of this image. But really, this looks like a scene from a Stephen King novel. Would you be creeped out or amazed by this image? I'm a little bit of both. Next up is blue lobster. So one day the dad of a guy's friend caught a blue lobster. We all know that mostly lobsters are red, but believe it or not, there are really some blue lobsters out there in the sea. However, the odds are 1 in 2 million, making this a really almost impossible coincidence. And when I say 1 in 2 million, I mean the odds of there being a blue lobster. The odds of actually catching one are probably like 1 in 200 million. I'm not sure if he returned it to the ocean or boiled it in a pot. But either way, this is amazing. It's probably almost as rare as a blue waffle. Next up is Doppelganger. So this one isn't just an image, but also an amazing story. These two men may look like the same person. They're both called William West, but they're not related. They were also both sent to Leavenworth prison at the same time in 1903. For years, staff thought they were the same person. One day though, they got very confused and the staff finally understood they had two prisoners looking exactly the same and with the same name. And believe it or not, these guys are the reason we now use fingerprints to identify people as. Of course, these guys didn't have the same fingerprints, but that was literally the only way to tell these two guys apart. What are the odds of two guys having the same name, the same look, and going to the same prison at the same time? Check out the poll in the top right corner to vote for the most amazing coincidence on this list. I think it's gotta be the blind killers. That is amazing. If you want more amazing videos, check out my second channel. There'll be a link to that on screen in a moment. But as always, thanks for watching. Check out some more videos on screen right now. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and if you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to Top 10s.